Solve by using the quadratic formula. 9w squared plus 30w equals negative 23. Well, remember, you really need this to say equals 0 in order to figure out the values of a, b, and c. So let's add 23 to both sides of the equation. So we now have 9w squared plus 30w plus 23 equals 0. And that 0 is very important. We might want to get out a calculator to try and do this problem. These are mighty large numbers. Our a value is 9, our b value is 30, and our c value is 23. So we have the quadratic formula. W is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. So we use parentheses so we can put in the values for those variables a, b, and c. The first value we need is b. B has the value 30. A has the value 9. It goes both here multiplied to the 4 and here in the denominator. And our c value is 23. And that goes just here inside multiplied to the 4 and the 9. We now have w is equal to a negative 30 plus or minus the square root of 900 minus, getting out a calculator, we see 4 times 9 times 23 is 828, all divided by 18. Cleaning this up a little bit more, w is equal to negative 30 plus or minus 900 minus 828 is 72, is all divided by 18. 72 is 2 times 6 times 6, and so we can take the 6 out of the radical, and still in the radical is 2, so this is, our denominator is 18. We're adding and subtracting this with our negative 30 and w. Okay, so here's where things get a little tricky. Breaking down the radical is a little straightforward, but reducing this fraction is a little more complicated because of this addition and subtraction sign. You don't just get to reduce the 6 and the 18. So what you need to do is factor out what's common. And looking at negative 30 and 6, what's common to these two numbers is 6. That comes out, and then we show you what's left behind. 6 times negative 5 would be negative 30. And the 6 came out, so if you'd like to, you can leave a 1 behind, but nothing's necessary. Then we would try and reduce. 6 goes into 6 once, and 6 goes into 18 3 times. So our final answer, in a roundabout way, ends up here in the middle of our page, so I will put a box around it so that we are able to locate this answer. W is equal to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 2, all divided by 3.